guys, Claude Johnson here. Hope you're doing great today. I want to share a really powerful concept, at least I think it's really powerful, and it has to do with the pentatonic scale and the 1-4-5. So these are, two things that are really fundamental to blues. Pentatonic scale, just your basic pentatonic scale, and then of course your 1-4-5 progression. Now, as you probably know, in the key of A, that means you have your A7. Usually, we're talking about dominant 7 chords in blues. So A7, D7, and then E7. And as you may know or may not know, the two things, like the pentatonic scale and the 1-4-5, don't exactly overlap. Your pentatonic scale has a major third in it, and your A7 chord has the major third. So a lot of times, you'll have that blues sound that combines both the major and the minor third. I think I did another video on like different ways. There was like 3 or 4 different ways to combine it. One of them is just like a riff that would be using both. But yeah, notice that that's not in that third is not in the minor pentatonic scale. When you go to your 4 chord, your D7, the third of that chord in the key of A would be F sharp. That's also not in the scale. That's a 6th degree. Okay? And then your 5 chord, also the third is not in the scale. And even the 5th degree of the 5th is not in the scale also. So I know I'm throwing out a lot of numbers and theory and stuff. But here's the rub. Here's the point. There is a way to hit those chords, or at least outline them, and stay completely in the scale. And that is just to hit the root and the 7th, okay? So I know it's cheating a little bit. It's not exactly the chord because there's no third there. But you do get sort of a sound. You get a very interesting harmony. And I just think it's really powerful because it does stay in the scale. And, we all know the power of the minor pentatonic scale. It's just so intuitive. And we all love that scale. We'll never get away from that scale. So this little etude I was playing starts off with that 7th interval. You're hitting the root. And then the 7th, which obviously on the 1 chord would be the 1 and the 7th degree of the minor pentatonic scale. All right, so I guess I'll just go over. Let me just go over the basic concept. Then I'll show you what I was playing on that etude. So on the 1 chord, you have your root and 7, and then on your 4 chord, you're outlining that you're hitting your 4 and your minor third, okay, which is the 7th degree of the 4 chord. So it'd be like this chord, D7, but you're not playing the third of that. Again, you're just playing these two, which are inside the scale. And then on your 5 chord, you're playing the 5 and the 4. Okay, so the 4th degree is the 7th of the 5 chord. So if that's confusing, let me just show you the shapes. This one, that's 7th fret on the D string, 8th fret on the B string. And then you go to your 4 chord, that's just going to be your 5th fret on the A string, 5th fret on the G string. And then you slide the whole thing up for your 5 chord, that's the 7th fret, A string, 7th fret, G string. All right, so now I started off. It basically starts with a pickup note where I'm hitting the root on the last beat of the 4th beat. So it really starts with the 1. It's really just, think of it as a triplet. But you're going to hit this first. All right? Now I do this little pull-off, which is an interesting rhythm. We could talk about that in a separate video, but it's basically squeezing 3 notes into the first 2 notes of the triplet. So I don't want to throw too much at you one video, but for now, just play it like this. You can either pluck it or pick. Sometimes it's better with the pick to get that attack. Now that, I realize I hit the 6th degree, so that's outside of the pure minor pentatonic. I'll show you a version in a second without that, but this is what I was playing. 4 chord. And I realized here again, I went outside the scale. It's just for the purpose of making it sound a little more musical. Again, I'll show you another variation that's pure pentatonic in just a sec. But anyway. All right, so 4 chord. Back. That's just a repeat, and then it's like a little rest. And walk it down chromatically. That means just slide down 1 fret at a time. Whoop. And then, now I realize this is the major third. And this is the 6th. This is just to show you how I would like wrap it up and make it really musical. But let's see if we can try it and stick to the main concept, which is pure pentatonic. So again, I just think it's really powerful because you can just use all those notes and just get so much mileage just out of that pentatonic scale. This kind of riffing also kind of fits into a kind of a new style that I'm experimenting with, which is just a lot of single note based stuff. Like, it's very rhythmic, but it's also single notes at the same time. So we'll have to get into that in a separate video. But I just think this is a really cool idea. Maybe you won't be as excited about it as I am, but I just think it's cool that you can hit all those chords while staying in the pentatonic scale. And you can try this like your own style, your own ideas, try it in different positions. Now, if you want even more blues secrets, I have some even more fundamental things which I think are really, really powerful. You can get them in my free course. Just go to BluesGuitar.com/secrets. It's my course called 7 Blues Guitar Secrets that save you years of practice. I'll put the link in the video description and some tabs for this video as well. All right, guys, keep rocking. Have an awesome day.